So what this tells you is the NFL is going to keep insisting it takes domestic violence seriously. Yet, as soon as it affects one of their players, they turn the other cheek and it's not that big a deal. They turn their cheek and say there's no evidence. They turn their cheek and say, well, we want to support this guy. Jason Garrett said, quote, "We suspected that something like this might happen. We prepared our team accordingly by building it the right way." How interesting is this? Jason Garrett saying, we knew, we suspected Ezekiel Elliott was going to be suspended. And yet here's the owner saying I've seen everything and there's no shred of anything. He can't be suspended. There is nothing there. I mean, you would hope that if your star player has pictures of his girlfriend with welts and bruises around her, and that originally she said that Ezekiel Elliott did beat her up, you would hope that an owner who's supposedly part of this NFL that now understands the severity of domestic violence, you would hope that that owner would say, you know, it's a very serious situation. There's a great gravity to all of this. We strongly are against domestic violence, and we don't want to say anything out of turn here. We have to be very careful. But instead, here's Jerry Jones, yeehaw, shooting from his six gun. Yeah, there's nothing here. No, there's no evidence. He's a good guy. I've seen everything. Yeehaw, woo-hoo-hoo. How about them Cowboys? I mean, it's just embarrassing. It's humiliating. And I honestly feel bad for Cowboys fans because this is their owner. I mean, there's a lot of Cowboys fans, I'm sure, that are like, hey, I'm not for domestic violence either. I don't want to see any of our players commit domestic violence, and I'm sick to my stomach when one of our guys do that. There was a lot of Cowboys fans that didn't want Greg Hardy. But they also now have to have an owner that's acting like it's no big deal. Like, oh, we've seen all the evidence. There is nothing here. Well, there were pictures of a girl that was bruised, so you don't even want to admit that that's something. That's just why it's so hard to trust the NFL, because they'll say one thing when it doesn't affect them. Like Jerry Jones. Oh, yeah, you know what? Roger Goodell's got to suspend Tom Brady. He's got to suspend Tom Brady. You got to suspend Tom Brady. Then it happens to his guy, and suddenly there's no evidence. How could you do this? I'm furious. You know, that's all of these guys. Like the New York Giants take domestic violence so seriously. Then suddenly Josh Brown is on their roster, and they don't take it seriously. You know, it's just the NFL owners are just such sleazebags, and the league just such sleazebags.